Who Stole Swanta's Sleigh by the Swan Sisters. First full audio chapter book. Our first chapter is chapter 1, part 1. The rest of the parts and chapters will come by this week and by the end of the year. Almost. Thank you and enjoy. It was a snowy day throughout the ville. Everyone was happy as ever. The kids were picking out their Christmas presents, and everything was happy. Everyone, even at the North Pole, where the elves were getting ready. But it wasn't just normal elves. It was swan elves, different types of elves throughout. And they were thinking of many, many presents the kids would get, especially this Christmas Eve. But it wasn't Christmas Eve yet. Right now, it was known as the 20th, just like today. And as you already know, Santa came in and said, "Okay, elves, keep on working. There's lots of stuff to do before these kids can get their presents." And so they worked and worked. And you know, an elf's job is very, very hard, especially a swan elves. They gotta make toys, they gotta reconstruct them, and even more. Mrs. Claus then juttered down the stairs as she saw her husband getting ready for Christmas. "Hello, dear," she said politely with glee. "Are you setting up the presents?" "The elves are," Swanta said. "It would be a very good pleasure if they would have helped also to set up the Christmas tree tonight. I've heard by Christmas Eve there's going to be a grand opening for our new Christmas sleigh. We'll have to use it next year," Swanta said, his face filled with joy as soon as he told Mrs. Claus. "Well, that's amazing, dear. I can't wait to see it." They wrapped and wrapped until it was finally time for the elves to stop by midnight. "Okay, elves, our shift is over," said Swanta, as the elves then rushed upstairs to their little tiny bedrooms and closed the door. "Isn't it great we helped them out?" said Mrs. Claus. "Definitely," said Swanta. Swanta was so happy, he decided to give his wife a gift. A special gift they could have forever. And the one and only gift they could have? Why, a Christmas tree. A little tiny Christmas tree, to be exact. A little tiny Christmas tree that is the sweetest, cutest little tree of all. "Oh dear, it's beautiful," she said. They both hugged each other. You know what?" Swanta said. That night, Swanta dreamed and dreamed of his beautiful new sleigh. His dream started off with just him, but then he got a big surprise. "My sleigh!" he shouted. "My awesome, brand new, sparkly, glittering, amazing new sleigh! I shall do this on Christmas Eve." And then the next part of his dream was even better. It was already Christmas Eve. His reindeer were already waiting in sleigh. He then did the official reindeer call-off. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, and Rudolph. "Great! All of the reindeers here. Well, Mrs. Claus, I'm off to journey this Christmas again. Bye-bye," Mrs. Claus said. That's Santa Claus that says, "Oh, oh, oh." The reindeer then started to go. And as soon as the reindeer started to go, Santa delivered all the joyfulness around the world. But then, Santa heard a slight little noise. "Ah, my elves are working again," Swanta said. "Well, guys, time to get back to work. This little Swanta has got a sleigh to get." Swanta then went to the store. Everyone was amazed. They took autographs, photos, everything, because Swanta was so popular. And everyone knows, even Santa is popular too. he decided to get a special sleigh, not only for his wife and his reindeer, but for all the elves who worked. And worked and worked. "Thank you very much, guys," he said. "But can you do me another favor? If you can ask everyone to join me for the annual Christmas party on Christmas Eve. We'll attend lots of people, and I could show them my sleigh." The two men said yes. "We would be delighted," he said. "Yeah, we would," another man said. The shepherds then waved their hands and shook Santa's hands and said goodbye. As Santa left the store with a happy, jolly look on his face and a brand new, big, glittering, amazing, sparkly-looking sleigh.
Generated.
The sleigh was ready when Santa brought it in. Mrs. Claus and the elves were amazed.